ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ नवमोऽध्यायः राजविद्या राजगुह्ययोगः। Shloka number 16. This is a new shloka we are going to see. Aham kraturaham yajnah svadhahamaham mantrohamahame bhajyam ahamagniraham hutam pitahamasya jagatah mata dhata pitamahah vedyam pavitramonkarah ऋक्सामयजुरेवच. So 16 and 17 will chant together, and the last line of the 17, Vedyam Pavitra Monkaraha. We have to add that Onkaraha Visarga. It may have been given Pavitra Monkara, like that it may have been given in certain books. So here again, it starts to talk about his powers, Vibhutis, and few he will say, and then in elaborate we'll see in next chapters. So in 7th chapter, you remember, he said, Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi surya yoho pranavas sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurusham drishu. Actually 7.8 to 7.12, he started to talk about all his vibhutis. I am in this, I am the taste in water, I am the brilliance. Like that he said. In this he says, I am that only. Vedaham, I am Veda only. Like that he is saying. We'll see what are the meanings. Aham kratuhu. I am kratuhu. Kratuhu, here it refers to the Vedic rituals. We will divide the karma itself into two. Actions are divided into two. Shrauta karma and smarta karma. So Shrauta karma means it has come from the Vedic rituals, from the Vedas. Smarta karma means it has come from the Smritis. Shrauta karma, we say, is come directly from God. We call it Apaurushayam. It is beyond man. It has not come from man. It's come directly from God. So these are the Shrutis. But then after the Shrutis, the Rishis and all, they grasped and they told it in their words. These are called the Smritis. And they also prescribe some rituals. So that is called the Smarta karma. So Shrautam karma and Smartam karma. These are the two kinds of karmas. And he says, I am both. So Kratuhu is referring to the Shrauta karma. And Aham Yajnaha, when he says, it is referring to the Smarta karma, which is told in the Smritis. And then he says, Swadaham. Swada means it is the oblation, what is given to the Pitrus or our ancestors. In our scriptures, the story is there like this, that the Daksha Prajapati, he was one of the creators. So he had 24 daughters. So one was Sati, we know was Parvati, and two sisters were there, Swaha and Swadha. Swaha married the Agni. That is why when we give the offering to the Devas, we say Swaha, like that we say, and we give in the fire. So that she will accept it and she will take it. And Swadha, she married the Pitrus. So we will say, for whenever we offer for the Pitrus or our ancestors, we'll say Swadha and offer. So that is the thing. He is saying here, I am that which has been offered to the Pitrus. And then Aushadam. Aushadam means medicine, but food itself is considered as Aushadam. Whatever you eat is considered as Aushadam. So that meaning can also be taken. I am only there as food, he says. And then Aham Mantraha. Mantraha means basically I am this Vedic mantra, he says. What is the meaning of the mantra? Man and Tram. It is divided into two, Man and Traha. What is the meaning of Man is thinking, mind, and Tram means protect. What does a mantra actually do? It protects your mind from unnecessary things. That's why they say, okay, you chant 108. Why are they saying it? So that time your mind is not deviated to other things. So it protects your mind. That is the meaning of this. And then Ajyam. He says that I am this ghee. So if you remember, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam brahma karma samadhina. Like that he said. He said that whatever person is offering, he is also a Brahman. Whatever it is offered into, that is also a Brahman. So whatever is being offered, that is also Brahman. Equated all the activities to Brahman. Similarly, here he says, I am this clarified butter. Like that he is saying, I am only whatever is being offered. We offer the ghee, right, in the havan. That is only me. Like that he says. And aham agnihi, same thing. I am the fire also. Whatever you are offering also I am. Whatever is receiving also I am. So hutam. Hutam is again the act of offering. So all these things I am. And then he says in the next shloka, Pitaham and Asya Jagataha. I am the father of this universe. I am the creator of the universe. And Mata Dhata Pitamaha. Mata also I am. I am the father and I am the mother. So the interpretation is taken as father meaning the intelligent cause, mother meaning the material cause. I am both the intelligent and the material cause of this universe. Mata Dhata. I am the Dhata meaning I am the one who gives the karma phala. So people have this notion that God is giving some karma phala. God is not giving any karma phala. He is just giving the phala that you have earned. He makes sure that this karma phala is given to this person. No mistake is done. You did something bad, okay. God sees to it as Ishvara, he will see that, okay, this person exactly got that. God is not creating your karmas or karma phalas. It is just being granted to you. That's all. Whatever you have done. And then Mata Dhata Pitamaha. I am also the grandfather. That means what? I am the source of everything. Whatever is there in this universe, I am the source of it. Vedyam means the goal of knowledge. We say that we have different purusharthas, right? Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. I am this moksha. I am this goal. Rest of the things, Artha, okay, I want objects, like that. Some people's goals are there. Some people say, no, I want to lead a proper life. They will go in the path of Dharma. They will do good things. They will get punya, go to better lokas or get better births. That was also not the final. Kama is people full of desires, low level pleasures, like that. And then moksha for us is the highest, and this is what I am. You have to keep the goal very high. Don't fall for these small dharma, artha and all. Kama, go for the moksha. And vedyam, the goal of knowledge, the one which ought to be known is me. And then he says pavitram, I am the purifier. And omkaraha, I am this sacred syllable om, which is referring to both the saguna aspect of the Brahman and the nirguna aspect of the Brahman. When you say om in the saguna way, you will meditate on that om itself or the om sound, or you will say another God's name in addition to om. Like that it has been used. And it is also used in the way to get to the nirguna Brahman, to do vichara. Om represents the three states. Like that you will do analysis on it. For that also this is used to realize this nirguna Brahman. How do you realize this Brahman which has got no shape, form, attributes? Through these practices. And Omkara, Rik, Sama, Yajuhu. I am also this Rik Veda and Sama and the Yajur Veda. Atharvana is not added because it is considered as a branch of the Rik. Three main Vedas, Rik, Sama and Yajur, will be mentioned. So I am all these things he is saying. So the general translation is, it is I who am this Vedic ritual. I am the sacrifice. I am the oblation offered to the ancestors. I am the medicinal herb and I am the Vedic mantra. I am the clarified butter. I am the fire and the act of offering. Of this universe, I am the father. I am also the mother, the sustainer and the grandsire. I am the purifier, the goal of knowledge, and the sacred syllable Om. I am the Rig Veda, Samaveda and Yajur Veda. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Suhrit Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidhanam Bijamavyayam Here again, he is talking about his powers. So 16 to 19, he is going to talk about his powers. Gatihi. I am the Gati. I am the goal. In previous shloka also saw that I am this Purushartha. What is this Purushartha of moksha? It is not attaining. It is actually knowing that you are Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat is existence. Chit is intelligence or consciousness. Ananda is bliss. So to know who you are, basically everybody is going in that path only, but you don't know. People say, I want to lead a good life, that is Sat. People say, I want knowledge, that is Chit. And people say, I want love, I want happiness, that is Ananda. But we are all seeking all those three things in very low levels. So the ultimate goal is to know that you are this Swarupam. I don't need to go anywhere external to get a sari or to get like a jewelry or to eat some food or to buy some other thing or be somebody or something. No need. I am that. That will come in the very end. That is the goal. And Bharta. Bharta means the protector or the supporter of this universe. Prabhu, I am also the Lord of this universe. Sakshi, I am the witness. All these are words given to contemplate on God. It is not just to be read, okay, he said he is the supreme goal, he said he is the protector, not like that, not theory knowledge. When you sit and meditate, one shloka also you can take and connect the meanings and visualize God as the supreme goal, as a protector. Like that only all these shlokas are being provided to meditate on the meaning of it. Prabhu, I am the Sakshi. I am the witness of everything. You can't run away from God because he is here only in our body. So without knowing, nobody knowing something, you cannot do anything because everything is being recorded. There is a camera, so you cannot run away. And Nivasaha, I am the rest house. Only when you go to Ishvara, you can rest. That is the final destination for us. So that is the rest house. And Sharanam. Sharanam means he is the shelter from the samsara. When you are so tired of the samsara, you just want somebody to help you, right? He is the shelter. And then Suhrita, he is also the friend who will think about your welfare. That means what? Sitting in you only, he is guiding you. Whenever you do something wrong, your conscience itself will say, no, this was not correct, right? Somebody is there who is speaking. That is he himself, which is Suhrita. And Prabhavaha Pralayaha Sthanam. So I am the origin. Prabhavaha. Pralayaha means I am the dissolution, and Sthanam. I am the repository. I am all these things. All the Papa and Punya stored and given to you. So repository. And Bijam Avyayam. Avyayam Bijam. Avyayam Bijam means it has the meaning of the samsara Bijam. What is it? What is the samsara basically? It is a cycle, right? You analyze anything in life. Everything is a cycle. There is a seed and then the seed grows into a plant. The plant will go into a tree. Then the tree will bear a fruit. Then there will be seed from the tree. Again, it will fall. And again, the same cycle will go through. Like we are going through this. Anything you observe goes through a cycle. And this cycle will continue till what? Till the time you are ignorant. Only when you get the knowledge, you are totally liberated and you are not bound to anything. So that is the samsara bijam. That is what they are referring to here. Is the samsara will go in the cycle only. Take another way out. Otherwise, you will be here only same thing, same job, same cooking, same thing. You will be here. So next janma also same thing. So take another route and get away from this, acquire the knowledge. General translation is, I am the supreme goal of all the living beings. I am also the sustainer, the master, witness, abode, shelter and friend. I am the origin, end and the resting place of creation. I am the repository and eternal seed. Tapamyahamaham varsham nigrinnam yutsrujami cha amritam chaiva mrityuscha sadatachaham arjuna. So here again he is talking about the powers. Tapami, I am the one who radiates the heat. Varsham nigrinnami. Nigrinnami means withhold. So I am the one who withholds the rain. And utsrujami, I am the one who sends forth the rain. So there is a rainy season, there I will send forth the rain. After that, I will withdraw the rain. Basically saying, I am the one who is doing all these for the sustenance of all the beings. Utsrujami cha, so I will send forth the rain. Then amritam cha eva mrityuhu cha. So amritam means immortality. Amaraha, this word will be used for referring to the devas. So they are the ones who have immortality. Immortality means what? They will also have a lifespan, but it will be long. And then mrityuhucha, I am also the death. Death of who? All these human beings. Okay, mrityuhucha, sat asat cha aham arjuna. He is the sat and asat. So in this context, the sat and asat is not taken in the other ways we have seen. It is taken here as Sat is the karyam, like that it is taken. In terms of what you see in the world, that is the effect, is taken as the Sat. And Asat is taken as the Karanam, which is the cause. Basically, what he is saying is, Sat is anything which is manifested in this context. So each shloka, words will change, meanings will change. It is all based on context. So here it is taken as the effect or the world or the manifestation. Asat is taken as the cause, which is the unmanifested cause. So like that, the meaning is taken here. Okay, so the general meaning is, I radiate heat as the sun, and I withhold as well as send forth rain. I am immortality as well as death personified. O Arjuna, I am the manifested and the unmanifested. So here he finished this. Then 20 to 21, he is going to talk about the Sakama Bhaktas. Sakama means what? The people who have lot of desires. They want this, after that, they want that, then after that, that, and so on and so forth. And there is no end for all those things. So those kind of Bhaktas, they want from God. They want God to give all these things to them. So those kind of Bhaktas, qualities we are going to see now. So here it says, Traividyamam somapah putapapah yajñairištva swargatim prarthayante te punyamasadya surendra lokam ashnanti divyan divideva bhogan. So first of all, this meter is in Trushtup. From Anushtup, it went to Trushtup, 44 syllables. And then we have to add Traividyamam somapah putapapaha. It may have been given as papa. And then in the third line, we will break as Te punyamasadya surendra lokam. Then Ashnanti divyan divideva bhogan. Like that, we will break it. What he is saying here is, if you do Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, like that he said, no, that palam is moksha. But people who do Sakama Bhakti, they may get that phalas, this good things in this life, and they may get higher regions, they may get better births, but that is not the goal, Arjuna, like that he says. So he says here, Traividyaha. Traividyaha means the three Vedas that we saw. Okay, so what they will do is, they will do all the Vedic rituals. That is also good. That is leading a dharmic life, but the phalam will be limited. And then he says that somapaha putapapaha. So what happens when they do the somapaha? So actually literally translated as drinkers of the soma juice. Basically, they will do a soma sacrifice. And in that there will be the somalata, one flower is there, which will grow in moonlight. And then they will take the juice from it. After the ritual, they have to drink little bit of that. So somapaha, so they have done the sacrifice, he's saying. When he says the drinkers of this soma juice, meaning they have done the soma sacrifice. Putapapaha, because of that, what happens is, they have done the sacrifice, there are certain mantras and all, so their bad karmas are dissolved. So they have purified themselves from these sins. Then yajñaihi ishtva, so yajñaihi, through the sacrifices, they worship Swargatim prarthayante. Swaha means the abode of heaven they want to go, and they prarthayante means they seek. These kind of people. Te punyam asadya surendra lokam. Te punyam. They punyam asadya. Because they attained all this punya because of these yajnas and sacrifices. They go to the surendra lokam. So they go to the abode of Indra, which is heaven. And Ashnanti Divyan, they enjoy Ashnanti Divyan, all the celestial things. There is no limit. Continuous AC, continuous food, continuous enjoyments, all those things will be there. You can just keep enjoying everything. So like that, they will go to those lokas and Ashnanti Divyan. So they enjoy all the celestial pleasures in heaven, Divi in heaven, Deva Bhogan, the pleasures of the celestial gods in that loka, like that he is saying. So, like in reference, just to remember, in chapter 2, shloka number 43, he really condemned the people who are doing these Vedic sacrifices. Why? It is also good. It will lead to punya. It is dharmic life. But what he wants to say is, in Bhagavad Gita, what we are concerned about is Jivan Mukti, here and now liberation. And these will be obstacles for that. So that's why he condemned in shloka number 43, Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschitaha vedavada rataf partha nanyadastiti vadinaha kamatmana swargaparaha janma karma phalapradam kriyam vishesha bahulam bhogaishwarya gatim prati. So he said there that these people, what they will do is, they will do a lot of sacrifices with opulence. Only for what? To get the heaven. And they will talk flowery words and they will attract you. You will get this and that, like that. They will also pull you. And he condemned those kind of people in that shloka. Similarly, he is going to say this is only sakama. It's only full of desire. It has a limit. Like you go enjoy a nice hotel 3 days. After 3 days, if you're not paid, we have to leave. So like that only, the whatever you are enjoying, the heaven and all, they will kick you out. So like that it will happen. So don't go for these things. It's all very temporary, like that he says. And here it's also said, for the asuras, what will be their weakness is that they don't have compassion. For the devas, what will be the weakness is that they will not have the sense control. Because everything is in abundance. There is no restriction. In human birth, what happens is, the people will not have this quality of dhanam. They will never want to do charity, like everything for themselves only, like they will be with selfish nature. So these different kinds of people have to overcome all these qualities. So I'll read this general translation. Those who are inclined to the fruitive activity described in the Vedas worship me through ritualistic sacrifices, being purified from sin by drinking the soma juice, which is a remnant of the yajnas. They seek to go to heaven. By virtue of their pious deeds, they go to the abode of Indra, the king of heaven, and enjoy the pleasures of the celestial gods. So this was shloka number 20. 21 also he is continuing the same thing. Te tam bhuktva svargalokam vishalam kshine punye martya lokam vishanti evam trayi dharmam anuprapannaha gatagatam kama kama labhante. So here he describes the gati of the sakama bhaktas. So what happens? You get into a plane and the air hostess welcomes you, great food is given, everything, right? You are coming from maybe Switzerland or somewhere. Then it will land in Mumbai. And after that, the air hostess will say bye-bye. Then you have to face the reality, the traffic of Mumbai, you have to face the pollution, you have to face the heat, all that. You come to reality. Like that only, from the heaven also, they will give you one kick after the punya is over. So it is not the lasting thing. So don't go for this, like that he is saying. Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam. Tetam, they are talking about the sakama bhaktas. Bhuktva, having enjoyed swargalokam, heaven, vishalam, that is a vast swargaloka they have very happily enjoyed. Kshine punye, kshine means exhaustion of the punya. Punye, martya lokam vishanti, they will come back to this manusya loka or this earthly plane. And then vishanti means they will return. Evam trayi dharmam. So this the Karmakanda portion of the Vedas. What are we preaching here? We are saying that people must evolve. First of all, you will have a adharmic life. Then you will read the scriptures. Then you will start to do rituals. You will go into the dharmic life. Vedic life is dharmic life. But beyond that, that is in the Karmakanda. You have to go to the Jnana Kanda to know what is the reality and where to see what your real goal is. So, Trayi Dharma means this Karmakanda portion of the Vedas. Anuprapannaha, those who follow. Gata agatam kama kama labhante. Gata agatam means they repeatedly coming and going. Kama kamaha, desiring objects of enjoyment. Labhante, they will attain. So, when they have enjoyed the vast pleasures of heaven, the stock of the merits being exhausted, they return to the earthly plane. Thus, those who follow the Vedic rituals, desiring objects of enjoyment, repeatedly come and go into this world. Like in daily life also, if you just observe, suppose there are 100 people and there is a holiday. So there are 4 groups, okay? So the leader of the first group, there is going to be a picnic. And he will say, oh, we'll have a lot of fun, we'll have games, we'll have music. And then he will advertise, for people to come. Second person will say, we are doing a puja. When you do this puja, you will get all the blessings, you will get a lot of prosperity, you will get wealth. Like that one person will say. And then one person says, I'm going to talk about Vedanta to know the truth. Generally, in this world, for the picnic, 60 people will go out of the 100. For the puja, still people will think, okay, it is a good activity. I'm not wasting my time. So 30 people will go. Vedanta can't advertise only because it is not immediately, they're not going to get the result. So 5 people maybe will go. Rest 5 people will say, no, I'll go home and sleep and watch TV. I don't want to do anything. So what do you think will be the palan of everything? Party people, that time will be very nice. They will have a great time. That 3 hours gone. So great. After you come back, reality, right? Puja, say there is lingering bliss. You have the feeling you did something good. But again, it was with the intention of, okay, I will get all the prosperity. I will get great things. Maybe, or maybe not. Third thing, Vedanta, 5 people will go. They may not understand. But what will be the final result of it? They say in Vedanta, the lasting peace. That the puja people also didn't have, party people, they had only for a very short while. Those who went and slept, they got nothing, didn't do anything at all. So they'd never progress. So like that only our life will go like this with activities and things. But we have to choose wisely and try to put our lives into best use. And what they say, spend your time in so many things. You need to know the truth about life. You need to know the truth, most importantly, about yourself. This is about your own self. It's not about anything else. It's about your own self. So you have to prioritize this over other things. And even if it is boring, after some time, maybe you will get a grasp of it and maybe you will be inclined to it. So this was 21. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So this shloka everybody would have heard. It is one of the most famous shlokas in Bhagavad Gita. We will go through the meanings. It's got very deep meaning. He is giving a promise to the Nishkama Bhakta. So what will be the result to the person who went for these discourses and who was trying to know all the truth and the reality? What will be the result for this person who engaged in the genuine goal? So he says, Ananyaha. So always, without another. Chintayantaha mam. So the one who thinks of me without having another or without having any deviation, ye janaha, these persons, paryupasate, who worship exclusively. And what happens? Tesham nitya abhiyuktanam. For them, nitya abhiyuktanam, who are always absorbed in me. They are doing in the Nishkama way, not asking anything from God. Then yoga kshemam vahami aham. Aham vahami. Yoga means what he will do is, he says, things that we need will be granted. And Shemam, he will protect those things. Only once if he grants those things, that is not enough, right? He has to keep protecting those things. So he will also protect those things, but some conditions are there that we will see. Ananyaha means 3 steps are given. So having one and only goal, which is God, like that. So these people will think that I have only one goal and I'm going to worship God, like that they will think. And then the second is, like, people will say that I can reach God by yoga, I can reach God by doing karma, like these Vedic rituals, like that also philosophies are there, right? But they will remove the Ishvara from there.
So the second set of people, they have the goal as Ishvara, as well as they will use Ishvara to reach the goal of Ishvara, like worship of Ishvara, they will follow.
Here in Advaita Darshana, what we say is that the person who is doing the goal and the instrument, all are only one. Like that, what we say is there will be totally a merger. There will be no difference. Whenever you say that there is a God, it's always duality. Then when it becomes more and more intense, you will realize that there is no difference. In reality, there is no difference in the ultimate truth. The goal and the way in which you do, all are only the same. So the total merger will be there. Merger meaning you will realize you are that.
So to summarize, the first set of people have the goal as Ishvara, but the means to reach Ishvara may be anything like yoga, karma, etc. The second set of people have the goal as Ishvara, and the means to reach Ishvara is the worship of Ishvara. So both the goal and the way in which Ishvara is reached, it is the same. The third set of people, they know that the person who is reaching Ishvara himself, which is the goal, and the means to reach Ishvara, all 3 things are the same. And this is the highest, and this is the Ananya Bhakti.
Chintayantaha ma. So those who have what they have invested their time, they have invested their energy, and they have invested their intelligence, and they have invested their lifestyle. All these things they have invested. And paryopasate, they think of me only, like that he says. And then yogakshemam vahamyaham. So I will make sure that I will grant them with what they need, and I will grant them, and I will also protect what I have granted to them, like that he is saying. But what is the main thing here is that he says you should totally trust. Say that I'm in charge of my life, like that if you say, then God say, okay, you take care, right? Take me out of this equation. So when you say that, okay, God will take care, means he really will take care. If he didn't feed you that day, that also is okay. We saw many examples earlier also. So when you have total faith in God, he will take care. But that faith has to be there. We have to let go. When that stage comes, he will truly do. But if you do a little bit, you just say with your mouth, yeah, he will take care, he didn't do it, then you will say, oh, God didn't do, I trusted him, he didn't do. Not like that. If he didn't give also, those people who are jnanis will say, okay, he didn't give me today food, so what? That is God's will. Like that when you take, then he will provide, not half and half. So that story also we saw, maybe we'll quickly revisit that story I told earlier. So there was one Pandit in Puri. His name was Jagannath Mishra. He was a very devout Krishna Bhakta, and he was writing commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. Then he came across this shloka, Yogakshemam Vahami Aham. Vahami means literally translated as I carry. So when he was going through, he said, why is this Vahami word here? He scratched it and he said, Dadami. That means I will grant. Why will God carry things? He will not carry. He will grant. He will give. Like that, he scratched and he wrote Dadami. Then after that, he went away to do his teaching and all that. So wife was at home and a boy came. That they were very poor. So that day, that wife didn't have anything to cook also. So this boy, he comes with a lot of groceries and ingredients, to cook. And he says, this is my master has given this and I came to give this to you. And she says, wow, she was very surprised. Said, okay, thank you so much. And she sees that this boy had a cut on his face. And she says, what happened to you? Why do you have this cut? You're such a sweet boy. What happened to you? Says, no, master only did this to me. And then he runs away. And his wife was constantly thinking, why master? Why? What came on him? Why did he do such a thing to a small boy like that? When he comes, the husband comes, she asks him, okay, this boy came and gave all these groceries, so nice. But when he came, I noticed that he had this scratch on his face. And he said, you did it. How can you do such things to a small boy? What's happening to you? Like that. He said, no, I didn't do anything like that. Like that, he thinks. And then he remembers that he had scratched, and literally to show him that you're wrong, God had carried all the things that was necessary, and he had proved that I will really carry for that real devotee. I will carry things for him. Like that, to prove the point only, this happened. Like that, he realized. And then he scratched that and he again kept that Bahami. That is what is said, and it's said to be a true story. So that kind of faith, when it comes, that definitely God will do. I don't need to button my nose into all this. Like that, then this yoga and Kshema is promised. I'll tell the general translation. There are those who always think of me and engage in exclusive devotion to me. To them whose minds are always absorbed in me, I provide what they lack and preserve what they already possess.